ways. Think I need to loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my you say that you proud of me. In my face, people claim that they be loyal, they be. He was fighting that case, took so many yells. I'm. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig. Had to watch for the Jakes on the road. This crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up. It look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get drown out my. Ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to.
Kamara Drive-In. Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, 2017 Offensive Rookie of the Year, Alvin Kamara. Fresh off a big performance a week ago, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, this venue will host Super Bowl 55 in a couple years' time, but for now, we've got non-playoff football here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, look, some might say that football is a young man's fancy, so to speak, but don't tell that to these two quarterbacks because they come in here with a lot, and I mean a lot, of NFL experience.
Hey, I like the young Turks. I like the Baker Mayfields. I like the Patrick Mahomes. I like the Lamar Jacksons. But I do like those grizzled veterans who know how to play the game, know how to run their team, and know how to handle difficult situations. Maybe I'm just showing my age, too.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the only six-time Super Bowl champion in league history. In his 20th season now, Tom Brady.
And we keep hearing from people who are waiting to see the drop-off in his play. I'd quit worrying about it. I'd quit looking for it. He says he wants to play until he's 45. Is there any reason to doubt him? His skills have shown no sign of declining.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check 24, check 24.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up the third down.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check it.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Brady, this for his running back, McCoy. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
The pass complete here to Sanders, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has. I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, and this is going to be Thomas.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Brady. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be.
And he is into the end zone. Looks good on the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The numbers last week for Shady McCoy. 20 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
Under 10, regular.
On play action, it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sack lunch, baby. Yum, 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 yum.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Tre'Quan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
45. Here we go. 45. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
From the 41, Brees. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Again with a juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He juked him. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Chase, deep 6.
To throw is Brees. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On 2nd and 12, Brees. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. 3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He completes it to Evans. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Brady. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll run on first down. McCoy. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. 10th carry now for McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's been in a pretty good group. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
It really helps your play calling, because now you're in a position where you're confident in either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the second quarter. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, a touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Here's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I can't believe they let you play.
Shotgun now for Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Brady. That's going to be caught by Richardson. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady again. He finds McCoy. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we've come to halftime after a very, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Thus far, he's been quite the dual threat. Touchdown on the ground, another through the air. He's just so versatile, isn't he?
He is, and he's exactly what I think we're looking for in the NFL now out of the running back position. Guys who can do everything running it, but also act as receivers. And I don't just mean, the stopgap guys. I don't mean safety valve. I'm talking about big-time parts of it, whether they're going to split out, whether they're going to swing out of the backfield. Sometimes they act like a true wide receiver, and he's having that type of a game in this one.
It'll be interesting to see if he can keep it going in both phases. Let's see. He finds Latavius Murray. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Ready?
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the gun on 3rd down. Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You don't want none. Over. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. You're good. You're good. Let it tight.
Breeze leads this one with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He gets it to Thomas. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. They'll run. This is Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On the ground, Kamara. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Kamara trying again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, it's McCoy. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll go again to McCoy. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up. Wait when you hit. Wait when you hit.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Complete. Richardson has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Brady, this for his running back, McCoy. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, and that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He's been having a great game, and That one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On play action, it's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And quickly they get to the line. From the 30 on 2nd down, Breeze. The Sanders has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Breeze's throw on target to Cook, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. On 1st down, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. That run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
You kill.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Saints on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19.
60 outlaw.
First down.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hill now operating from the red zone. Forced out to his left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. A shotgun snap for Hill. And this is Cook with a grab. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the 4-yard line.
Stays on his feet. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Hill. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I got to understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15... mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
my
grandmother did the same. It smelled terrible. Here's Brady to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brady down to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Breeze. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped the line as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh. Protein spill. We got it. Check 31. Check 31. Jim. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, exit. 5.
From the gun, here's Hill. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Hill, they'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, the 30, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Brady. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking outside him, he's got a man. It's Richardson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.